Okay, so we need to talk about your DC trip, Cecil.
Oh, it was fun. Listen, I was just along for the ride. I was on the roller coaster of Alex Stein, who's like out of his fucking head. Were you
What
saying
was it
something? Or
like?
did I-
No. Like, yeah, what was it like what? Take us through. So last time we spoke, you were driving, you were on your way there. So you get to DC, what, Tuesday?
Like, he has no plan. Like, his plan is to
Alex.
just run up on people and yell. So it could be a complete bust. It could be 2 or 3 days of nothing happening.
Mhm.
But the first crowd of people, there was just a bunch of guys that were roped off, and he started screaming, my wife's boyfriend needs money. We need more money for the homeless. And
Don't waste that. Oh my God.
Hold on, I'm gonna play this. At what point? So I'm gonna play this snippet from when you bumped into Congressman Troy Nels.
Yeah, I'll set this up. So that he just started screaming at the congressman. This guy comes over, is a fan of Alex's, gives Dontarius his cigar out of his mouth.
Oh my God. And there you are, still rocking the Christmas sunglasses.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna play it.
Yep.
Smoke cigar?
Yeah, he'll smoke it. He'll let it.
There you go. Don't waste that.
Oh my God.
Don't waste that.
Take that.
It's the best. Beautiful. You are the best.
This is the number one congressman.
I just want to let you know, I didn't give Ukraine a nickel. I didn't give him a nickel, baby.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
It's all about you helping guys like you.
Yes.
Wait, hold on a second. Did everybody believe that Dontarius was homeless?
Even I, after a while, questioned whether he. Tino is a very odd cat. I don't know where his troll ends and it begins. Like,
that's great.
He didn't know who AOC was.
He didn't know who AOC was? Oh no, I'm losing you, Cecil. All right, I'm gonna wait for your thing to come back while I play this.
Okay. Yeah. God bless you. God bless you, Congressman. Thank you.
America first, America always.
Nice.
Yes, sir. God bless you.
Look at that. Look at that. Now you got a cigar. Good for you, Dontarius. You got this beautiful picture of the White House. What is that? The Capitol building? I don't fucking know. I was there. I should know.
Capitol.
Capitol
what
building, of
was
course.
that? Can you hear me?
Oh my God! He has my fucking hat! I was wondering where my hat went. Dontarius has my hat. This is like he took my fucking hat. I love that. I'm glad that he has it. I just was like, I was losing my mind. I'm like, where did my fucking hat go? Because I wore this to Wet Spot for our Christmas show because the hat says ho 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 on it. It's like a Christmas winter hat.
He stole your hat?
He kind of did. Yeah, he low-key stole my hat.
Yeah, that was my favorite gift.
But I'm glad that he has it. I have too many hats anyway. It looks better on him. And he kind of matches you now. That's so then
we walked around and then we went to the White House and I was like, oh wait, there's a protest over here. Let's go see what that is. And that was the Ukrainian thing. Now, the guy that was protesting, that girl was she's the girl who's detransitioning.
Wow. Okay,
Chloe
so was a guy became a girl and is going back, or was a girl became a guy?
No, it's a girl. And they at like 13, they started putting her on drugs, gave her a mastectomy at like 14. She's only 18 now. The weird thing is I listened to the entire interview on the ride down to DC with Jordan Peterson. She did it's hard to listen to because it's rough stuff,
Wow.
So I had just listened to her for like 2.5 hours. And then I didn't know she was going to be there. I told her, I was like, wow, I listened to your interview. She's very composed, really like brave girl. She's 18.
Wow.
She's like, I never should have transitioned. No one tried to stop me. They just kept saying, and getting a lot of hate from that community and she's very brave. So shout out to Chloe.
Wow.
You might want to do an interview with her. She's really
I just followed her. She looks like she has a great story. Okay, here's you with Marjorie Taylor Greene. How is she?
She was nice.
Yeah.
That was the only problem. Everybody was friendly.
That's annoying.
Alex wants fights. Alex wants
He
to get
wants
into
fights.
fights, but everybody we ran into, like, yeah, but
He
everybody
wants to
we ran
scrap.
into kind of liked
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Mhm. And here you are, Billboard
So,
Chris, and
yeah,
James Lindsay is here. That's cool. Looks fun, man. All right, so you did that, and then you bumped into the Ukrainian guy. Oh, then you went
Did you watch?
into the Capitol building and walked by AOC's office.
Yeah, we banged on the door there. Staffers
my
came out.
I can't believe they let Dontarius get this close to AOC's office.
We banged on Crenshaw's office too. Their staff came out. Then I got thrown out of the thing. I was high as a kite. I don't usually smoke weed, but
For this
I
whole
did.
thing, or just like for a couple hours?
For a couple hours. No, just like for a couple hours. So, but I couldn't. We were going by George Santos' office, the guy who made up the lies of everything. And
Yeah.
I was just so high, and then like the Capitol Police like surrounded me in the hallway, and they were like,
Oh my
you know,
God.
they ID'd me, and the weird thing is that congressman that came over and gave Dontarius the cigar, as I was getting like kind of like rousted, he invited us into his office, and he had this beautiful office. I mean, we hung out there for a while, but well,
Did you
as
take
soon as we
pictures
walked,
there?
as soon as we walked out the door, security was waiting for me. I really like. I think they were really there for Dontarius, and I was the second weirdest guy, but I was white. You know what I mean? So it was
Wow,
like,
they really profiled Dontarius.
but they didn't want to bother him, so they were like, "Oh no, we're bothering this guy in the mask." And yes, I was high, but
Yeah.
but I think they just wanted Dontarius out of the building, and
Wow.
they didn't want to bother him or have that being filmed, so they were really just bothering me.
Dang.
And but the White House thing was probably the best. The Ukrainian protester, that guy was out of central casting. Like he was so
He really was.
and Dontarius just shaking that cup in front of him the entire time
It was as if he'd practiced that.
No, it's all
This is
Gonzo.
on I think this is on my thing. I definitely reposted it. Here we go. Okay, this was so you guys could not have planned this better.
You don't want to give me any money? Give me some of that Ukraine money.
This is after you went into the building, or this was before you went into the building, like went by AOC's office and went to another guy's office.
This was after AOC's office, I think. And then the next, oh, no. This is the day before. This is the first day. This is after we met the guy outside. I can't remember. We went.
Okay. It's all a blur.
And you were it was towards the end of the day. It was right when it was getting dark.
And so how many people did you see? These were pro-Ukraine protesters that were standing near the White House?
Yes. Right in front of the White House.
Did this guy come up to you, or did you guys go up to this guy? Because he doesn't seem like triggered by the cameras being on, which is refreshing. You're used to so many of these people being like, don't film me.
Well, I mean, they're standing in front of the White House protesting. How could they not?
They probably want to be filmed.
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy was so nervous. Dontarius made this guy so like uncomfortable. It's just so beautiful. It's like,
yeah. Oh, this is the first black person that he's ever like seen this close to him.
He's like
where I'm. Yeah, he's not even giving him eye contact. It's the best.
Where's my Ukraine money, Dontarius?
You don't want to give me any money? Give me some of that Ukraine money. So you want America to send more money to Ukraine? What about this homeless man? My wife's boyfriend.
Yeah, he wanted to be on camera because look how far he is away from the rest of his people here. He's out in the street.
Money to Ukraine. What about this homeless man? My wife's boyfriend.
I need help.
Don't you think he needs help?
I need help.
Wow, he's so good.
This is a rally from Ukraine.
Yeah, but what about the homeless people right here in America?
Cecil, you're in the back filming to get a different angle. Are you holding all of Dontarius's clothes right now?
Yeah, he threw it all over the floor, and then the police were coming over. So I was like, "Oh, let me grab that."
Why don't you have? See, this is how I know you're men. Why don't you have a tote bag? Like, why are you not keeping this? Any of this stuff in the bag?
Toe bags are gay.
Toe bags are gay. Well, you know, it looks weird that you're just holding a man's tie and shirt and filming.
That's Chrissy. That's the least weird thing going on in this fucking photo.
True.
Don't you think $100 billion to Ukraine is a lot?
In this case, I'm simply asking this of Congress. Are you asking Congress for this?
Yeah, I think they should help the homeless instead of giving hundreds of billions of dollars to the Ukraine.
This guy's such a fucking nerd. He's such a he just like oozes like bleh.
Putin has been threatening to attack other countries, including the United States.
Do you have any money?
Are we sure this isn't a chick? Like, listen listen to his voice. He's like, Putin. Maybe he's just so anxious that he's just going to a different octave.
I've watched this 100 times. I watch every inflection on this guy's face. He is amazing. Like he's just so he's so uncomfortable.
Oh my god. And that's the thing is like I look at Dontarius, I'm like, oh man, like he should really get in better shape, like for his health. But I'm like, no, he actually has the perfect body for what he's doing. Like it's almost like junk food could be a tax write-off for him. Like he has to maintain this physique for what he does for his work.
Let me tell you, Dontarius, we shared a suite, right? And it had 3 beds. And at the end of the night, Alex and Dontarius get McDonald's and then like milkshakes. And then I'm like, I don't know, 2, 3 in the morning, Dontarius starts farting in his sleep so loud.
Oh no.
It's like a fucking tuba solo going on.
Did you share a bed with him or were you sharing a bed with Alex?
No, it was 3 beds. It was a suite.
Okay. I was about to give you shit like, oh, no toe bag, but you're sharing a bed. Got it.
No, it was a suite. It had 3 beds. And he's like doing a tuba solo over there. And fucking next morning, I'm like, yo, Dontarius, because he's sleeping through it, you know? And I'm like getting woken up by this motherfucker.
Deadlies, or did you hear them?
No, I didn't smell it. But I would have got my own room if he was thinking out of room. Fucking, I would have been like, that's it. But the next day, I'm like, Dontarius, man, you fucking farting all night. He goes, yeah, I think it's a milkshake because I'm lactose intolerant. I'm like,
yes.
I go, why the fuck would you order a milkshake then? It's like, I like the way it tastes.
You know what it is? I get it because it's like all of you guys are together. You just did an exciting thing. It's like there's that spirit of YOLO. You like want to reward yourself. You're like, you're like, we're having fun. Let's get a milkshake. But you can't ever, as an adult, most adults are going to have that reaction to a milkshake. So it's just not worth it.
I just love that. Like Alex was like incredulous. He's like, why would you order it?
Why would you do that to us? Oh man, like he's basically farting like careless whispers.
That's why I'm like, why would Tino? I'm like, I don't know when he's trolling and when it's like real, because he's like,
yeah, maybe the farting during the night was part of his troll. So he's farting. He's under his covers. He's basically Dutch ovening himself, but it's like seeping out to the degree that you guys can all smell it. Did you all wake up? Or you just were like?
I did not smell it, but it was very audible.
Oh, okay. So you heard it, but you didn't smell it.
It was like a tuba solo going on.
That's better. I would prefer that over you don't hear it, but you.
No. If I could smell it, like I said, I would have left the room. I would have just gotten another room.
So it was just like.
No, it was like it was more deep.
Like
baritone. There you go.
Okay. Did it wake up Alex too?
I think so. You know.
Oh my God, you're breaking up. Okay, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this a little more. Hold on, I'm gonna play this a little more.
Money? Do you want to give him any money? You don't want to give him any money? You see what
oh my God, Dontarius's unblinking eye contact is so good. He's so like, I wouldn't be shocked if he were Meisner trained, like if he had years of acting experience. Like he's just so good.
I'm someone who attends these rallies every day.
But he's struggling. He's struggling
I
right
think he
now.
went to
He's actually
Strasbourg.
struggling.
Strasbourg. I think Dontarius has bigger boobs
Yeah.
than me.
He's probably
beautiful
doing
breasts.
the homeless problem is worse here in America than
Was he freezing? Like every time I saw a picture of him shirtless, I'm like, this poor guy. Does he get cold?
You ever see a cold walrus?
No.
He was not cold.
Okay. And Dontarius is going to be on Wet Spot on Monday, so I'll have to ask him all about it.
it is in Ukraine.
That's because the Ukraine's being actively bombarded by Russia.
Oh,
Which
okay.
means that
This whole argument is falling apart now that there's an actual homeless person in his face.
in many
Yeah,
cases,
he's never been.
if people lose their house,
He's never actually probably seen a homeless person.
He's also never had any to explain his views. It's like, oh, this is popular view of the day. No one questions it. And then somebody gives him like weak questioning and he collapses. He's like,
Right. How come you're not just automatically accepting what I'm saying?
is because the Russians blew up there.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a house. What about the people here in America? They don't have a house. We don't want. That's what I'm saying. We don't want to.
I'm in a tent down the block from here. He said.
We don't want to give it all to the Ukraine. We have homeless people here, right here, Dontarius. Citizen, he's struggling. This is my wife's boyfriend, Dontarius.
Down the block.
You don't think it's important that we help him?
Help home first, USA.
Oh my God, they're not even looking.
Mommy, don't you guys think we should help American citizens?
This is honestly so perfect because people who at this point recognize and know Alex, like they see Dontarius and it probably gives people pause into like shouting him down because it's he's just like a perfect buffer.
here's something that also happened. There was a school trip, either like middle school or young high school kids. They were like probably like 13 or 14, and there was like 100 of them, from some school. They fucking knew who Dontarius was from TikTok. They were so excited.
And how old are these kids?
14.
See, Gen Z. Gen Z is the biggest fan base.
They were like, he was like a celebrity rolled up. They were like, oh my God, it's a Subway guy. That's a Subway guy. Yeah.
Dude, I forgot to tell you this, Cecil. I got recognized on the Metro North, on the railroad, coming home from one spot a couple weeks ago. And like I just made the train, so I got on like late, and then I just like sat in one of the fold down seats that are meant for like wheelchair people, but there were no wheelchair people around. So I was like, I'm gonna sit here. And then I'm sitting, and then I hear there's a couple of guys, like I think they're in their 20s, in the seat behind me. One of them said, "Oh, that's that girl. That's that podcast girl." And I was like, "Oh my God." It was like a really weird thing. And doesn't she do a podcast? Or she looks like somebody who does a podcast. And then I like became autistic, like in a matter of moments. Like I just was like, yeah, and I just like hid in my coat. And then I could tell he was looking at my Instagram because he said, "Oh, this is that Subway guy." Like they all call him the Subway guy.
Yeah.
And then I just was like, the grown up thing to do probably would have been to turn around and be like, "Hey, what's up? Like, thanks for watching."
Should have been like,
but
you had fans.
But instead,
like,
I was awkward as
fuck. My boobs or anything?
Yeah, I don't carry Sharpies on me. I really should. I should carry headshots on me all the time and just pass them out. But yeah, Dontarius is super famous.
Yeah. I would sign Dontarius boobs.
Oh yeah. You would need a longer name though.
There's going to be a Dontarius's boobs Twitter, I'm pretty sure, soon.
That's funny. Okay, I'm gonna play this.
Dontarius, they don't want to help you. They don't
help America first.
He's trying to talk into his loudspeaker, and he's like so triggered.
Okay, Dontarius.
You're not touching me.
Do you have any money for him? Guys, they want to give more money to the Ukraine than America. It's sad. It's sad.
I feel like Alex was a little bummed that there wasn't like a scrap. Am I right in that assumption?
Oh yeah, he wanted to see Dan Crenshaw so badly because he felt like Dan Crenshaw hates him so much that Dan Crenshaw would probably beat him up. So that's all
Whoa.
Alex wants is to get beaten up.
He
doesn't
just
ask
wants
for
to
much.
get beat up on camera.
Yeah, he doesn't ask for much. He's a simple man. He just wants to get his ass kicked on camera.
Because he knows the power of optics. Like, he knows how bad that will make Crenshaw look.
He also just thinks it's funny as fuck. That's also.
It is funny. It's funny to poke the bear. Matthew Adams. Hey, Chrissy, I'm glad my wife's boyfriend doesn't act like this when we go out. Yes, you got to be behaved. From Russell Hall, Dontarius should order a milkshake before every bit. No, he should not. It's a very bad idea.
I'm going to send over shakes to your studio on Monday.
Oh, no. Russell Hall, why didn't you just say that Dontarius was a Ukrainian refugee made homeless by the war? You could have made some money. That's so funny, and they would have totally believed that. Saying he stole your hat is racist, Chrissy. What's up, Nina? Hey, Chrissy. Sup, Cecil. I think Cecil got recruited into the FBI at DC. I can't trust him anymore. Are you a Fed now, Cecil?
I don't know, but they did take my ID, which means my name is known to them.
Were you worried about being outed?
No, they were like, I was so high I couldn't talk. And then Alex is like, why do you need his ID? And they're like, oh, he fits the description of somebody we've been looking for, and we just want to make sure it's not him. And I was like, this is complete bullshit. And if I was sober, I would have fucking litigated myself out of that immediately. But I was so high.
What would you have said?
I'd have been going to suck my dick. You didn't get my ID. It's public fucking,
You should have been like, look, I'm actually black and I don't.
Can you articulate a crime that I am being stopped for? I'm not.
You should have told them that you were black and you don't know how to get an ID.
I sent Dontarius to get my ID and he keeps fucking it up.
Oh, okay, cool. So you did all your DC stuff. Do you feel like you guys all felt happy with the footage you got with the things that happened?
Yeah, we had a good time. Listen, I had to talk him. He gets really down when there's not a big home run. But I'm like, Alex, this is legitimately as Gonzo as it gets. We have no fucking plan, zero. There's no fucking itinerary. There's no nothing. You literally started screaming at a crowd of congressmen. One of them came over. You got footage of that. Then the guy invited us to his office, which actually probably stopped us from getting arrested because at least at least we had an invite to be in the building.
Right.
When, you know what I mean? So I'm going through a tunnel. So I'm going under Baltimore Tunnel.
Okay. Going through a tunnel.
Probably freeze. I'll be quiet.
Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Love you, get it. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.